Hello, welcome. I'm back. Sorry, sorry about not uploading any videos or doing anything like that. This is actually the first time I've played Pax Americana campaign for, it's got to be getting close to 3 weeks now? Yeah, just work got in the way. My boss has made some terrible business decisions, so I've been working essentially 9 hours a day, 7 days a week for the last pretty much 3 weeks. So, fun times, right? But finally, back to normal hours. Can get back to doing the things I love. Now, as you can see, I have installed a couple of mods. The coloured buttons, the better display. That's really helpful, and if you don't have it, I would highly recommend it. Additionally, I have yeah, look at that. So now I can actually see all the points I'm supposed to capture, as opposed to squinting heavily at my screen, burning out my eyes. And there is another one which I personally really like. Instead of just infantry weapons 3, well, support weapons 3, it is now the M1919 Browning MG and M1 mortar. It's just, you know, add some flavour to it, and I feel like it basically should have been included from the get-go. I mean, it's just that nice little touch of detail. I mean, I can understand why it wasn't put in to begin with. I mean, it is quite a lot of extra work for something that quite a lot of people probably aren't going to appreciate, but I think it's quite nice. So, the makers of these 3 mods, you guys are awesome. End of story. There's nothing else to add to that. Just, you guys are awesome. So I had a quick squiz around, and for some reason I hadn't already started fabricating on Cuba. Probably because I have no political power. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So I'm going to have to wait. Just going to have to hold fire. I really want to get a new national focus, get an extra research slot, and the Arsenal Democracy, get those 2 there, but just can't. I'm just not making enough political power. If I managed to pick up a... What's this handle? I don't need you anymore. Well, I mean, I kind of do. Ah, the silent workhorse, because that actually goes from your total, so... Sorry, I got something like stuck in the back of my teeth. Hold on. Where is my drink? There it is. Excuse me for one moment. Oh, sorry, I just ate some spicy pizza. Got stuck in my throat, obviously. So, the silent workhorse, this political power gain plus 15%, that actually goes to your base value, if you didn't already know this. It goes from your base value as opposed to what you're actually making. So if you get another, say another focus gives you an extra 1 power point, 1 political power per day, you would actually get 15% of base value of 3 as opposed to whatever it was instead of 2, you know? So I think that's pretty cool. So we're probably going to try and get him at some point. I mean, what we could do actually is get all else. Yes. So that gives us some political power. That might... I actually reckon it'll probably be better to do it that way. Mexico gains national... But Mexico doesn't exist. I wonder if they'll still be fascist. We'll grab that one anyway. We'll see if we can get Canada. I mean, I really shouldn't. But... hey, what can you do? So, we will start preparing for the invasion of Guatemala and the invasion of Cuba. So, we are going to... Where are all my Marines? Wow, sorry, it has been so long since I've played this. Marines, take me to your people. Oh, wow, I just grouped them all up in one army. Excellent. So... so many Marines. here. We'll leave it like that for the time being. Missing equipment. Currently have no carrier capable aircraft in production apparently. Which, yeah, no, that makes sense. But in saying that, I'm not really going to use my carriers to decent effect. Lessons from the front. What did we learn from the invasion of Mexico? Well, one, that air map mode, I mean, it's helpful, but the air area over Mexico just sucked. I mean, it's probably got something to do with us having pretty rubbish fighters at the moment. And also, why is this coming up? Well, I guess West Emperor chain. Cool. So these obviously will be a lot easier. Oh no, because it's still. Oh no, we could. Sorry, just starting and stopping my sentences as I see fit. It's just we're going to need to have longer range aircraft, especially when we start getting down here. Like northern South America is just such a large, and like the Amazon, the Amazon is just huge. Like we're not going to be able to get fighter superiority over that if our fighters can reach like this area, you know. So what we should work on with our aircraft is range. When we decide to create a new variant, that's what we should focus on. We'll move you back down to there. Not the button we're supposed to hit. 105 aircraft. Right, free civilian factories. What were we doing? We were building infrastructure for reasons. Well, that's repairing, but why do we... Sorry, it's been so long. I remember building this, because this here was going to help us traverse back and forth. Did we end up building a line of forts? No, we didn't. That's fair. I feel like we should upgrade our airfield here. And we will continue building more infrastructure. I want at least 5 running up this coast area here. Cool. And that's just going to help us. I'm going to have to do it the entire way down, yes. But that's going to help us when we decide to declare war on Canada, that sort of thing. It's going to be able to allow us to move our troops far quicker. Like, if we're up here fighting, well, if we're down here fighting, like invading the British and such, and they launch a naval invasion into Washington, well, into Florida, we'll be able to get our troops all the way back up there much faster with increased infrastructure. Which is good. That's what we need. Another 35 days. Look at all of the things we have. So what's going on in the world? What has been happening? So, the British. They're going for a peninsular war. I'm assuming that'll be... Wow, that took ages to kick in. I wonder if... Yeah, that's got to do with this. I actually don't know what that does, and we don't have enough... Wow. So... colonial elite. So this is... Oh! So this is to do with... In the state. Singapore. Ah, I see. So that's them focusing on this area down here. Interesting. Hold on one moment there, please, Mr. Research. France is going for an extra research slot, makes sense. Germany is going for invading the north, I want to say. Yep. What is Italy? Italy's going for claims on Yugoslavia, so that's probably going to happen pretty soon. The Soviet Union is anti-fascist diplomacy. Well, rude. What did I ever do to you? And Japan is going for southern expansion. Excellent. So everyone's sort of slowly kicking it into gear, except France. They're just getting more research, which, you know, makes sense. Yes. Can we get more? Yes, yes we can. What does it actually do? Preparation time is halved. Invasion defense for us, excellent. And invasion capacity plus 40. That is freaking excellent. So, you guys are going to be in the new theater, and this is going to be what's a good name? That'll do. Operation Stingray. And you will also be added to... You'll be in your own division, and then I have no way... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I have no way of doing this... like manually. Yeah, I've just got this sort of awkward way of doing it. And you, I really need to change your color. I'm sorry. You will now be a really nice green. There we go. Do we have a... We just need a couple of generals. River attack. Oh, what's that? Out of supply. Reconnaissance. Well, we'll take the out of supply guy for one army, and the other army can be the dude we just saw, you. You guys are both going to be part of Operation Stingray. Well, that's just really awkward. No, but that is perfectly fine. There we go. So that is Operation Stingray. Ah, I see. Oh no, we can't do it there. That's right. Well, when the technology comes, we'll put those guys back in. Have that back. Yes, that's what I'm going to start calling things now. Operation Stingray, Operation False Hope, that sort of thing. So we have a new fighter model, which we should probably, before anything else, we should update our this to the Air Cobra. Ugh, we have so little. I'm actually going to reduce the amount of artillery we have and improve it. Like, we need more aircraft. I mean, we now have no rubber. And the only place to find rubber, naturally, is down here. That must be rectified. So, chromium is used for... Do I have any? No. Excellent. I want to say... I actually have no idea what it's used for. All I know is that it is used. So, more research. Oh, I see. Japanese army embraces Nanshin-ron. Apologies if my pronunciation is horrible. That's just... I just suck. The armed forces of Japan have long acknowledged that Japan does not possess the natural resources needed for a prolonged war effort. With rising tension and outbreaks of armed conflict involving the world's major powers, the threat of loss of import seems greater by the day. To counter this, Japanese strategists have come up with a strategic plan to seize Western colonies in Southeast Asia and the Pacific. These resource-rich regions will fuel the Japanese war machine and allow it to continue more or less unhindered as long as colonial powers and the free American Empire can be kept at bay. Oh, guys, it's fine. You guys can take all the territory you want. And that was Italy just announcing their claims on Yugoslavia. Yeah, we will start getting this out of the way. So, display. What is that? F4. F4. Cool. Ah, excellent. So, what do we got? So, that can support all of... Wow. Excellent. Excellent indeed. See, this is why you need more infrastructure. To be able to support larger armies to beat up small people. Well, not small people, but small, you know, nations. Yep, German interest in Scandinavia. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they've got neighbours. We are instantly going to grab the South America one as well. Interesting, that's alright. That's pretty good. That's, yeah, it's alright now, but we're grabbing this just so we can get more political power, because we really do need it at the moment. And with this, we can start fabricating, we can start justifying on Cuba. Now, Cuba is very democratic, so they could quite easily join the Allies, which would be somewhat frustrating. Yeah, but they're slowly becoming more fascist. So what are we gonna grab after that? We really need to do that as soon as we can. The fall of Hong Kong. I like how we're fascist, but we're gonna gain opinion with the Soviet Union. Woo! And that gives us a reason to go to war with Canada. I like it. I like it. Interesting. So, lots of things may or may not be happening. Yay. Whoa, whoa, calm down, people. Oh. No, we'll wait, I suppose. We should get more infantry, though. I do like artillery. No, but we were gonna grab the T1 heavy tank. Why, you ask? Because I'll start putting it in my infantry divisions, because they won't really care that it's slow and lumberous. They'll just, you know, be awesome. No, it's basically just going to increase the amount of the armor, the power of our infantry regiments, just all round. And yeah, due to the speed of infantry, the heavy tanks, it's not like putting heavy tanks in a light tank division. Just, you know, I feel it's a good play. Hopefully it turns out. I'll happily say I did the boo-boo if it fails. We need more aircraft. Just don't have enough. You can never have enough. Looks like they are all ready to go. Hmm. Indeed. Sorry about not having fantastic commentary. I am just pondering. What do you guys like? Non-aligned. Don't get taken, unfortunately. It's just gonna have to happen. So where are researchers at? I was playing a game of Greece the other day at work, just like while I had an hour off, and I managed to get it so all of my researchers, and then like this once, and they all had 175 days already, and it's like, wow, what? Ooh, what's this? Ah, yes, one of these ones. The justifying events. Slowly but surely getting in there. Factory repairs. Ooh, another one. The good thing is, if a nation is fascist, I don't think it can. I think it has a massive penalty. Well, obviously, no, it just does. It has a massive penalty to joining factions. So, like, if I was to us join a faction. Yeah. Different ideology, yeah, that's just probably not going to be a thing, which is great for me, not so great for other people. Silent workhorse. See, now we get 1.3, even though we're doing stuff. So we'll still get 0.3 per day. I'm definitely going to grab that. What are we running out of? Rubber. Well, let's start. Wow. Yep. We just need lots of resources at all points. I mean, yes, I could trade like for the short term, but I really just don't want to. I think we'll just have to suck it up. Yeah, minus 30. Minus 12.8. Yeah, we're just gonna have to suck it up until they are built. How long until they're done? Quite a while, you know. I definitely should have done this while we were at war with Mexico. Or before we even started war with Mexico. But hey, what can you do? I don't actually have the achievement for getting to construction 5, I don't think. So we might as well. Actually no, we should grab excavation while we have the chance. I mean, not that it's like just going to randomly disappear, but excavation, especially with all of the refineries that we've got going, which I could probably cancel. A couple of them, thinking about that. Probably don't need to be, and I don't want to do that one, because that one's going to get taken real quick. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. There we go. Side channel attack. Yeah. I don't see the point in doing this with in single player. I feel like the AI automatically knows what you're doing anyway. What to get next? should update our model of destroyers. That's what we should do. With our destroyer fleet. Totally not excessive force to use 40 divisions. Oh, what are you doing? Why? Probably because their commanding officer is a bit of a butt. Not this guy, me. This guy was awesome. Why? Is that due to, yeah, it would be due to me. The paratroopers. So what is our current division? National Guard division. With a combat width of 22. Yeah, I'll probably remove these and replace them with not lights, but with heavy tanks. Now, anyone who studies history will know that's actually the name of the plan that the USA used to invade Panama. Operation Just Cause. We'll grab our most experienced guy who's not leading something. You will do, even though you're not using. If I hit the right button. Yeah, I mean, that should force them to capitulate pretty quickly. Now, the question is, Cuba, are you just gonna join the... Yeah, so, wow, this video's gone on quite a while, a few more minutes than what I was expecting. I was just enjoying myself so immensely. So, I will leave it here. We are a few days away from invading Guatemala, which is definitely going to happen. A few days. We are a while away. A few months, just, to invading. Otherwise, we are in a relatively good position. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good one.